We need to have the right for free speech, whether it hurts people or it doesn't hurt people. You know, nobody minds free speech when nobody's hurt, but people will get hurt when you have free speech, and that's okay.
That Mr. Jones is affiliated with.
Well, that was asked and answered. That was Mr. Rogan. No, counsel, sidebar.
The judge is losing her control. She can't. She's so badly tempered. You're seeing who this judge really is. She's so badly tempered, she can't even keep control of her own temper. The point of a judicial temperament is that people with a bad temper like this rogue judge should not be on the bench. And every conservative, Megyn Kelly and others, that have apologized and excused these travesties of injustice in the Alex Jones case should be embarrassed by the fact they're vouching for these jokes of judges.
Hi, I'm Guy, and you're watching Nat and the Guy. Nat's not with us today. I wasn't planning on making a video, but I sat down and I seen Viva Frei was live streaming the Alex Jones trial. And he has with him Robert Barnes doing commentary and explaining how the trial is breaking down. I watched the entire first trial of Alex Jones in Texas, and it was an absolute show trial. And this trial is shaping up to be the exact same way. It's a pivotal trial in America and for free speech. Alex Jones has some conspiracy theories, but a lot of his conspiracy theories have come true. We need to have the right for free speech, whether it hurts people or it doesn't hurt people. You know, nobody minds free speech when nobody's hurt, but people will get hurt when you have free speech, and that's okay, because it's a battle of ideas and critical thought, which will work its way to the top. The best ideas will surface to the top, and that's what we have to be able to do in Canada, America, and free Western countries, or any other country that wants to be free for that matter. I haven't seen Alex Jones at the trial yet today. Maybe he's planning to show up later or just when he testifies. I know in the Texas trial he was there just about every day. This trial is it's a little nicer in the fact that anybody can stream the trial, so I can watch my favorite commentary from Robert Barnes. Rather than the last trial, they were kind of doing some recaps or weekly recaps throughout the days. This time I get to watch the trial live, and it's absolutely fascinating. So far, you see the judge being somewhat biased with sustaining certain objections and things of this nature, and her jury instructions especially. At the present point, I'm only halfway through the day. I just felt it absolutely compelling to make a video and get the messaging out there to watch the Alex Jones trial. The more people we can get to watch it and understanding what's going on with free speech, the better. They're using Alex Jones to set precedent. They've demonized him, and now they're trying to put him on trial in multiple districts around the country for the same crime, which I don't believe is a crime at all. It's called free speech. But they're trying to do the same thing with Bannon and other Trump supporters. You can see it happening the other day. Bannon claimed 35 MAGA supporters were arrested and indicted along with himself. You've seen they did a perp walk with Bannon. This is turning into political warfare where they're trying to demonize the MAGA party. And are the Republicans and not just the Democrats responsible for it? Very likely. I mean, the MAGA part of the Republican Party is taking over the Republican Party because it's a populist movement. And you're starting to see the rise of this populist movement in Canada as well with Pierre Poilievre. I'm expecting when Poilievre comes up for election time against Trudeau that his messaging is going to overwhelm in the pollings, and he may get a super majority. I know today in Sweden as well, the Conservative Party for the first time in decades has actually come to power. Now they're retabulating the votes from what I can hear. It's almost unbelievable, and they can't figure out how this is happening, but it is happening. A lot of Eastern Europe is following a populist movement. Many of the Western European countries, even though the political parties aren't propagating a Western movement, the people themselves have a populist movement that they're supporting. So what else can I say about this Alex Jones trial? I would say please tune in. Let's see, I got one thing to show you guys here. If you've never watched Viva Fry or Barnes, go to his channel. You can find it on Rumble. It's VIVAFREI. And you'll see he's live streaming the trial. I'm hoping every day for the next, supposed to take to the middle of October. I think they're trying to bring us into the midterms with this show trial. I'm not even sure if the January 6th trials are still going on. It was a little bit ridiculous. I mean, every few weeks they just kept doing this show January 6th hearings, these show January 6th hearings. I watched the first one. I actually watched the first one 3 times because I was fascinated by what was going on. But by the second day, I was absolutely disgusted with what they were doing. Most people couldn't make it past the first day of that show trial. And we're seeing the rise of authoritarianism within America and a lot of the world. It's time for the populist movement to rise up and take back their countries and take back their farming, take back their land. We can no longer live off a stock market. We need to live off real tangible goods like food, like natural resources, like gold, things of this nature. We can't have fake fiat currency. It's destroying this country. We need to internalize our manufacturing and things of this nature. So I'll try to come up with as many updates as I can throughout this trial, but Viva Fry and Barnes will definitely have in-depth coverage of it, so I highly recommend going over there if you can. So please like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on this channel so we can start live streaming protests and things of this nature. I guess it's a requirement for YouTube to have 1,000 subscribers before we can do that. If you can subscribe and help us get there, would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Bye.